Hey guys, Alex here from AndroidMeter with the Meizu MX3 hands-on review. So if you haven't already seen our unboxing, there will be a link posted in the description of this video, as well as it should be posted right above this video in the article. So I just wanted to go ahead and give a quick hands-on of the device. I've had it for a couple weeks now. I've been basically using it as much as I could as my primary device. I do have Verizon myself, so I wasn't able to just throw my SIM card into it. But to tell you a little bit about the device, it is a Meizu MX3, which was announced in September of 2013. It's a great phone, 5.1-inch multi-touch screen, 1080 by 1800 pixels, so it is 15 by 9 aspect ratio, which might seem a little bit weird, but it does feel good in the hand, and it just feels good overall. 415 ppi, 8 megapixel camera with an LED flash and autofocus, which is back here. And though it is only an 8 megapixel camera, it does take really great photos. So the front-facing camera, which is in this top right corner, is 2 megapixel. It does have an 8-core processor, and though the system chip is a quad-core ARM Cortex, so it has 16 gigabytes of built-in storage, or 32, or 64. This is a 32 gigabyte model, and even with 8 cores, it has gotten pretty good battery life. It has 2 gigs of RAM, 2400 milliamp hour battery, as I was talking about for a minute, and talk time, it's supposed to get on average around 14 hours, standby of 16 days. I did have it just sitting around on standby for a few days, and the battery did not drain much at all, including text messages and Facebook notifications and things like that. So overall, it really is a pretty great phone. It has a lot of standard features that you want to see. The OS on it is I believe it's called Flime or Flimey OS. It is their 3rd generation of that. So some real quick, just some pretty good things. Get those off there. Some pretty cool things. For locking the device, you can just hold down the home button instead of actually reaching to the top. So that shuts it off. To unlock it, swipe up. It starts off with just the basic applications on the front, and then you can swipe left and right for widgets, for other things. There is no app drawer, so it reminded me quite a bit of other ROMs that I've used. It's like the MIUI ROM and a little bit of iOS, though some of what's on here, it seems like iOS is actually taken from this and back and forth. So you can never really be sure with those sort of things, but either way, it feels really great. It looks awesome. If you pull down from the top, you have this little menu. It shows the date and what network you're on. You can see that. I also will mention that it is 2.4 and 5 gigahertz bandwidths for Wi-Fi. So you have some standard applications. I'll go into a couple of them. You have the calendar, which it does look pretty nice. I like the layout of this calendar, and you do have the on-screen buttons like the Nexus devices. So not something I'm normally a fan of, but it does actually feel perfectly fine on this device. Then the clock, just a couple of the standard things. Email, calculator, music, video, gallery, camera, all those things. Go into the camera real quick just to show you that. I would be taking a picture of a white box, but it has the camera flip, your photo, what you can do with it, panorama, macro photo, which it takes great macro photos. The flash, whether that's on or off, then the 3 dots for settings, standard back button. So I basically ported all of my stuff onto this device so that I could use it as much as possible, though I do really try when I'm demoing these devices to only use what's given to me. So the one thing that I really didn't like, and I'll go into a notes app just so we don't go into my text messages for no reason. One thing I didn't really like was the keyboard, and though you can get different keyboards and skins for keyboards and things like that, it's just something that I wanted it to work out of the box, and because I was just going over what came in the box, though it does react well, it's not the best that I've used. What I will say is fantastic is the voice recognition. It's quick, it is very responsive and extremely accurate. So I don't know. This is built on top of 4.2 Jelly Bean, and it runs very smoothly. But I'm not sure what it is about it. But let's just see. Hopefully, for the sake of this video, this will dictate properly. Instantly on the screen, and it's just about correct. Oh no, it is correct. See, it's so fast and so accurate. This is something I wish that could be ported onto glass, because it's always one thing that frustrates me every time I'm not connected to the internet or my phone when I'm trying to send a text. But it is really great. One of my favorite little animations, I'll have to grab the power cable down here. One of my favorite little animations on this phone, if you lock it, when you plug it in and it's charging, the home screen animation is just pretty cool. So I thought I'd show that in this little review. So it's just, I thought it was really cool the first time I plugged it in, because it looks like the power is actually going up into the battery of the device. So that was just something nifty. So up from the home button. They also had, and it's not, I don't think I have it enabled. I haven't been able to get it to work, though I haven't done much looking because I'm used to using large screen phones. But there is a feature where you can pull down from the top, and you can also see it in our hands-on review while we were at CES of the device, where you can pull down from the top so that it's easier with one hand to reach the top of the device. You also have an app switcher at the bottom. You literally just, let's see if I can get in closer. You just swipe up, you swipe left to right, and then you can just, you just swipe them away, or you can swipe it down, and then all of them go away. Then once you swipe left, you can put applications in here. It shows your brightness. So, ooh, that got really bright really fast. So, put it back to auto bright. So, then let's also go to show in About Phone. Show it's running FlymeOS 3.1.2, which is based off of Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. The device name, all those things. There's a theme manager, portable hotspotting, all that, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, brightness, the volume settings, and everything in between. It's really a great device, and if I did have a GSM network, I would definitely consider moving myself to this device because I have had a great time in using it. So let's just also look at the web browser. Can't really judge the speeds because it might be based off my Wi-Fi, though the Wi-Fi is pretty good. But it's very fast, very responsive, and in general, I just really like this device. Everything it brings to the table is good. It fits well in your pocket. It compares quite well. I also have my phone right here. Size-wise to the Galaxy S4, the screens are similar size, and it's just a great device. That's really all I can say about it. I've loved my time using it. There are a couple other things. Let's see, where would I use it? Documents? Okay, cool. So one of the cool things was the multi-selection, where you touch one side and you can swipe down the side, and you can see it selecting as it scrolls down, and I can unselect. So that was just one thing. They throw a couple fun things in their OS that I really liked, and that was definitely one of them. Unselect these. So you can also go into your documents, go into your SD card without any third-party application. It comes on the device, so that's also something that's pretty cool. So, in all, I've loved this device. It's fantastic. The 8-core processor, the 5.1-inch screen, the 2400 milliamp hour battery. It all comes together really nicely in a beautiful device that feels great in the hand and your pocket. And it's definitely a device that not only would I recommend, but if I switch over to GSM, I might even consider getting for myself. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your dedication to AndroidMeter. Really appreciate you watching the video. This has been Alex Crupi with the Meizu MX3.